Gary is not a fan of preparation. But in today's talk, he will extol the virtues of life preparation. So get ready for a great lesson. Here's Gary.
Guess they don't use notes, right? Well, we'll see. Preparation. What does it take to be prepared for life? An inheritance, great job, good health. Lots of things help us prepare for life. I'm going to talk about 3 levels of preparation in terms of one's health care, either for themselves, brother, sister, aging parent, child, things such as that. First is being prepared, either for retirement or for when you get to the point of health care. Second, you have some challenges in your preparation. Third, you just kind of get what you get based on no preparation or whatever's available. I work for a company called Humana. Many of you know that. Humana is an insurance company, and we cater mainly to people either eligible for Medicare or Medicaid or some type of insurance. I'm not here to sell you a thing or try to sell you anything, but I guarantee the purpose of this speech is going to be very didactic in that all of us will make a choice at some point in our lifetimes. I guarantee it. Or we die. I work a lot in Lake County, and this is where most of my experience comes from, just driving out there. Lake County is huge. There are nice areas. There are some not so nice areas in Lake County. Once a person is on Medicare, typically you have 3 choices. First choice is you're going to get a red, white, and blue card in the mail from Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. With that card, you can go to any doctor that accepts Medicare anywhere in the U.S. Okay? You also need to purchase a drug plan. If you don't purchase a drug plan when you're first eligible, you're going to get a penalty for the rest of your time when you actually do purchase a drug plan. Okay. Like I said, you can go to any doctor that accepts Medicare anywhere in the U.S., but you will pay 20% when you do that. You go in for a physical, it costs you $100, you pay 20. You go in for heart surgery, it's $100 grand, you pay 20 grand. Okay? So big difference there. Second option is you purchase what's called a Medicare supplement along with your drug plan. You can still go to any doctor that accepts Medicare anywhere in the U.S. And depending on which plan you purchase, you may not have to pay anything when you go to the doctor. Most people, well, based on affordability, a lot of people purchase what's called a Plan F, which is the most comprehensive. You can go to any doctor that you want. You generally don't pay anything when you go to the doctor. You do need a drug plan to go along with that. The downside, if there is any, is that you're going to have a monthly premium. The monthly premium is going to be anywhere from about, with the drug plan and the Medicare supplement combined, from about $180 to, I've seen it over $400, depending on the increases that you will get over your time. If you're under 65 and this happens, you're probably going to be paying about $450, $500 a month for that Medicare supplement. So, for instance, I have a handicapped daughter. If she were to get something like that, it would just be outrageously expensive. Third option you have is something called a Medicare Advantage plan. A lot of you may have heard of these, managed health care. There's 2 types of Medicare Advantage plans. First is called an HMO. Both of these plans, they do come with the drug plan, so you don't need to purchase drugs separately. There are some plans that don't include drugs for people who can get drugs elsewhere. Me, I can go to the VA if I choose to get drugs. You have a spouse that's still working, you may want a plan without drugs. But let's say you don't. You get an HMO. You must choose a primary care physician, okay? And you must get referrals to go to see any of your specialists. The great part about an HMO is that the cost is a lot less. Kind of the downside is, for our plan here in what we call our core market, or excuse me, Orange, Osceola, Seminole County, you must choose a primary care doctor within that area. If you're out in Lake County and you want to go to the doctor, you only have emergency care and urgent care. If you're out of town, the same things, emergency care and urgent care. The other type of Medicare Advantage plan is called a PPO, or Preferred Provider Organization. The difference is the provider directory for the HMO is about that thick, 8.5 by 11 sheet paper size. The provider directory for the PPO is about that thick. So you have a lot more variety in terms of doctors that you can go to. I'm from San Diego, where it's spring all the time. If I were out in San Diego and I had a PPO and I wanted to go to a doctor and I didn't want to go to the emergency room or urgent care, with the PPO, I can go to any doctor out there that's in our network just as if I was here. So those are the three differences, and the biggest difference is in terms of cost. Our plans generally won't cost you anything, although we do have some that do cost, okay? Where you pay with these type of plans is in terms of service, okay? When you go in, that's when you pay. And what I'm getting at here is not to make you worry about all these things, but the one thing I've seen over and over is we generally don't get healthier as we get older. Some people, they make it into their golden years and they're fine. Some of us, not so much. The thing that I want you to look at, this is what I see. In Lake County a lot, I usually see one of three situations. Either one, people live in a nice place like the Plantation, very nice gated community. People live in some of the not so nice trailer homes or mobile homes, or a lot of times they're living with their children. So, folks, my point is this. Prepare now for what could be your inevitable future. And I guarantee everyone in here will at some point make a choice in terms of health care, either for themselves or someone else. Prepare now and get ready. Mr. Toastmaster.